need to record.
I know. No one's come off yet. Huh?
Just doing a nice pre-ride mentality down here. Nice and slow. No races. Megan's in front. Tony's behind me. Nice and gentle. Oh! Oh, nurse! You alright, bud? Sorry. Do you want to sit? Come back, come let me get out of the way. Alright, bud.
Okay.
That's no need to apologise. It's better to walk past the feature and we'll try it next time. That's the whole point of a pre-ride mentality, isn't it? Right. See how we're all sticking together? And I know it looks silly because you can go really fast down here, and I have gone faster down here, but this is about progression. And that's exactly what Megan's doing, progressing from some of the reds at Fod to some of these more technical trails. How are we doing?
Yeah, not bad.
How's it going?
Oh, come on, you're a hug man.
I am a hug man.
Hello you absolute legends, and thank you so much for joining me today. That was Jamie, a lovely chap who I'm just starting to get to know, and he's really good on the bikes. Now 21 legends turned up for this ride today. We are at this bike park, and these are some of the most famous trails you can see at this bike park. I'm going to have them on the screen, but I'm not going to say them because I love the Welsh people too much, and I definitely don't want to try and ruin that beautiful language by saying it myself. Now the goal of today is to actually take Megan here, who you saw in last week's video, who's progressing as a rider from blues to reds, and I call her Shreddy McShreddy because she tears up the trails. She's got lots of motorbike experience and it clearly shows. Just like the gorgeous colours of autumn are starting to show now on the trails. The way that we worked it is my MTB soul friend and I were going to stay towards the back with Megan. Not that she needs it, she's a brilliant rider. And as you can see, these 21 legends here waiting for us, there's Megan just there. The reason being is that we're going to stay towards the back so we don't hold anyone up. Tom's going to lead going down the trails because he's a really good rider, and I'm going to go ahead and go behind Megan. Megan's going to follow Tom's tyre. Why is this? Well, because we want her to progress on to the Risca trails, which are definitely a bit spicier than the reds you might find at the Forest of Dean. And as such, on a group ride like this, the progression means that we're going to do exactly that. You're going to see some fantastic opportunities for Megan, and also my lovely friend Tony, and a lovely young lady who I think you might know on social media, Lily, also do a pre-ride mentality. Using that opportunity to look at the features, stop if you're not sure, go round it and know you can do better the next time. All in this absolutely stunning and gorgeous Welsh countryside, my friends. Oh, time to take a photo, I think. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? This was actually quite an epic sight to see 21 people dropping into a trail, one of the biggest group rides I've ever been on. It's actually quite spectacular to see. Maybe I'm geeking out a little bit here, but it was quite awesome. Now, what is that pre-ride mentality that we're going to use? Well, if you've never heard me talk about it before, that pre-ride, re-ride and free-ride mentality, we're going to do step one, which is the pre-ride mentality, which is when you're riding a trail for the first time, or when I ride a trail for the first time, you're riding it at a pace that you feel comfortable with, so that if you come across a feature you're not happy with or you're not sure of, you can stop. If you want to have a look at it, as long as it's safe to do so, and you get yourself out of the way of the trail for any other riders, you'll stop and look at that feature and analyse whether or not you want to do it. Often I would suggest, actually, if you're not sure, go down it, as you're going to see we do today. There is absolutely no harm in not doing a feature, walking past it and getting down the trail safely and thinking to yourself, do you know what, I'll try that next time, than actually trying to do a feature you're not sure of and hurting yourself and being off the bike for a while. So we're going to put that pre-ride mentality into practice today, something I've talked about before on this little tiny channel of mine, and something I hope that's going to start resonating with you if you are progressing as a rider yourself, my friends.
Mentality, Tone. Right, here we go. You're right. Yeah, Megan's got it. Megan's got it. Tony's behind me. That's it. Nice and gentle. Lovely. Awesome stuff. Just doing a nice pre-ride mentality down here. Nice and slow, no races. Megan's in front, Tony's behind me. Nice and gentle. I think this one's busy Lizzie, I'm not sure. I'll ask Kev at the bottom. There we go. Nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Awesome, awesome. It's lovely, we're all sticking together. I can hear Tony's just behind me. Yep, he's on my back tyre. Nice and chilled. Here we go. Round. I do remember this from earlier this year, but when you're doing that pre-ride mindset, Megan's progressing, Tony's on recovery. Making sure I give her a little bit of space now as well. There we are. Tony's on my backside. Awesome. That's the beauty about these pre-ride mentality. You just getting to know the trail. Megan's never been here before. Tony hasn't ridden in 4.5 months.
Big drop.
Yep. Nice one. That's my MTB soul friend Tom, making sure that everyone knows there's a drop there. As always, Tony should be all right on that. Another drop, Tone. You can stick to the left. Left again. Another drop, Tone.
Now you could see the lovely Tom there making sure that people knew there was a drop ahead of them, and that's just absolutely awesome and right in character with him. And of course I then shouted at those features to Tony. He knows this trail, but he hasn't ridden for a while because he had a recent whoops-a-daisy. This pre-ride mindset is working perfectly. There is no shame in riding a trail at your own pace, taking your time, enjoying yourself and stopping at features you're not sure of. We don't have to race down these trails at 1,000 miles an hour. And I'm hoping the reality of that is being shown on this diary entry and on any other videos I've done to show you that you can practice, you can session, you can do a pre-ride of a trail. You don't need to think that you're Ben Deacon or the Athertons smashing down these trails. We're all progressing, we're all learning, and we're all going to ride them at our own paces. And it is again better to get down a trail knowing you can do better next time than having a whoops-a-daisy and hurting yourself, my friends. Let's carry on down now to this next section of Busy Lizzie. Now Megan's already gone, she's scarpered, she's skedaddled, so I now have the pleasure of following the lovely Libby down this next section of Busy Lizzie, my friends.
Well, I've lost Megan already. This is Busy Lizzie. That's Libby in front of me. I think she's quite famous. Oh, I say, that's rather slick, isn't it? That's okay, no problem, bud. Oh, it is slick. That is slippery. Right. Take the high side. Okie dokie. Oh, line choice. It is, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to go left and be brave. Right, there we go. I don't know which is the correct one. Left, yep, okay. Nice. Awesome stuff. Awesome.
Now I don't know Libby that well, but I definitely have seen and heard her. I've seen her on MTB Laura's channel where she rode with her about a year or so ago, and I do miss Laura's videos. And also on the podcast Girls on Wheels, which I think is absolutely brilliant. I will put a link for that podcast in the description. She's a brilliant rider, but again, I think this is her first time here, and she's using that same pre-ride mentality. It was brilliant to see, but of course, as I said, she's a brilliant rider. She evaluated it and she absolutely smashed it. Again, another geek moment here. I'm looking at these 21 legends start to descend the trails, and there's the lovely Penny, bless her cotton socks. She's had a bit of a whoops-a-daisy earlier, but she's an absolutely beautiful human being who looked after me on my first ever group ride with Church of Dirt, and I cherish her for looking after me and making sure I feel welcome. Here is Megan now. We're getting ourselves ready to go down this. This is Wacko Jacko. Now, I know these trails, and I will give some credit to Professor EMTB a little bit more later, who I had the pleasure of meeting in the car park. We're going to do this pre-ride mentality of Wacko Jacko. We're not doing the descents all the way down, but we're doing parts of them, and I hope you enjoy, my friends.
This is Wacko Jacko. Meg, let Ian go in front of you. That's it. He's going to follow Tom, and then you follow him, and I'll be on yours. This is all within your wheelhouse, I promise you, Beg. This is what I would call a technical red. Yeah, we did this earlier this year. And this bit I haven't done. This is the top of Wacko Jacko. I saw Professor EMTB in the car park actually, and he is the one that got these names correct. If you watch his channel, I'll put a link in the description. He knows this place like the back of his hand. Oh, nurse!
This is a brilliant example of the pre-ride mentality. Megan didn't like the look of it, she didn't know what was on the other side, and we didn't have the speed for it now, so rightly so, we're going to go past this feature. Now, I know Megan can do it, and so does she, but that's not the point. The pre-ride mentality is doing a trail at your own pace, and if you're not sure about it, we'll come back to it another time, rather than trying something and hurting yourself. And in a moment, she's going to start shouting out the features to me, which is absolutely awesome.
All right, bud. Okay. That's no need to apologise. It's better to walk past the feature and we'll try it next time. That's the whole point of a pre-ride mentality, isn't it? Perfect example of a pre-ride mentality. That's it, you got it, you got it. Nice. Lovely. Yep. Just going around to the right then was a little bit smoother, actually. Yeah, that was awesome. Just a little bit flowy around here now, a couple of tight turns. There we are. Lovely. Nice. Tree in the face. Oh, that's just rude. Right in the mush. Oh.
Now, that was the lovely Ian, who you may have heard in many of my videos in the past. He's famous for saying the words like, "Where are we going, Jace? Where are we going, Jace? Where are we going, Jace?" He knows exactly where we're going. He's just being an absolute little tinker, and if you've ever met him, you know exactly he's trying to wind you up and have a little laugh with you.
Right, now the lower part. Ooh, back skid slidage. Oh, yeah, this is quite tight round here if I remember correctly from last time.
Now, as this is a U for Universal channel, I've had to bleep out some of the colourful language that was just used, my friends.
I've got a bit of... I'm going to have to do some bleeping. Right. See how we're all sticking together? And I know it looks silly because you can go really fast down here, and I have gone faster down here, but this is about progression. And that's exactly what Megan's doing, progressing from some of the reds at Fod to some of these more technical trails. This is basic. Oh, bit of dabbage. Nothing wrong with a bit of dab. It's quite slick, isn't it? Oh, I say, I forgot how tight these corners were. Oops, daisy. There we go. Oh, nifty. Awesome.
How awesome was that? I think fist bumps all around Megster. Come on, bring it in. And there's the cheeky Ian, the mischievous look on his face. You know he's up to something. And the man that always says, "Where are we going, Jace? Where are we going, Jace?" Now, I had the pleasure of meeting Professor EMTB earlier today. On this ride, I shook his hand, and I'm looking forward to going on a ride with him in Wales, where he's going to show me around, and he's going to come to Fod and I'll show him around. It's a channel that I love and a channel that I watch. He knows this area like the back of his hand. And watching his videos, I asked if I could use the names that he's given out, because he knows them, in this video, and he said yes. So of course, what a pleasure to meet him, and I'll put his details in the description, the same as I will do for Church of Dirt, and of course also for the Girls on Wheels podcast. I want to promote and I want to tell you about all the things that inspire me and that I think have a positive impact on the MTB community. We've just had our briefing from Kev, and we're now going to go into Butterscotch. Now, my MTB soul friend Tom is going to lead, Megan's going to go behind him, and I'm going to go behind her, using that same pre-ride mentality. I just love these events. I love going out on group rides. I love meeting these wonderful people, these micro conversations that we all have together, and what an awesome time we have. Now, let's hit the trails on Butterscotch and then Mayhem.
Next trail. Oh, I say, that's cheeky, isn't it? We have done this before, but I've only ridden this trail once before, so it's quite nice being behind Megan to see through her eyes how she tackles it. Masterfully, I would say. Oh, that is quite steep, isn't it? Yeah. So we're just taking our time, you know, I know you can smash this trail, but that's not what this is about. It's a progression trail. There we go.
Now Tony's also on a recovery ride himself, and rightly so. He wasn't sure about this corner. He cursed himself and he was upset about not doing it, and he's also upset about holding us up, and that's why we said don't worry about it. Megan and I and Tony all agreed, look, let's just walk it down now. We haven't got the speed for it, and that's the beauty of the pre-ride mentality. We weren't going to go ahead and try and do this halfway down. Tony's on recovery and he needs to take these trails gently, and I think it's brilliant what he did. He said, look, I'm not sure about it. Megan reassured him, I reassured him, it's not anything you should be ashamed of or worried about. You walk down a feature if you're not sure about it. You come back to it another time. There is no need for bravado or bravery in here. We tackle things that we can in our own time and at our own pace, and that's the beauty of these pre-rides and working together as a group to help to progress.
Right, there we go. Right, that's absolutely fine. Tony's doing the same thing. He's on recovery. He didn't get lined up, and that's absolutely fine. We're going to walk it. I'm going to include some of that in the footage because that is what a pre-ride is about. Tony's on a recovery. We are not in a race. Yep. Dab where you need to. Stop when you're not sure and walk it. That is a pre-ride mentality. And that's exactly what we're doing today, and I'm hoping we're going to show some examples of that brilliant mentality and mindset. Awesome stuff.
We're getting ready now. Fist bumps all around. I think it'd be rude not to. Nice one, Megster. We're going to go down Mayhem next, and I think the name is very true to its word. Tom, my MTB soul friend, making sure everyone's ready here. Before we go down, Tom's going to lead, Megan's going to follow, and I'm going to go behind her to hit Mayhem.
Phase 2, 3, 4 and 5. Oh, lovely. I presume this is all part of the same trail. Here we go. Don't want to get too close to Megan and give her a bit of freedom as well. If that makes sense. Nice. This is lovely, isn't it? It's quite swoopy actually in all comparison, he says. Now that's already going to mean this is going to get feisty, isn't it? I can tell.
Now another person here is not sure about the next feature, and that's rightly so. We're all stopping and waiting, giving them the chance to review it and see what they want to do. MTB is not always pretty. Sometimes you stop, sometimes you dab, sometimes you don't do a feature. We can't all be perfect and execute everything brilliantly, and that's what I'm hoping to share here. Now on this next section we're going to pop down here, myself, Tom and Megan. There'll be a few dibs and dabs going on, but we get down the trail, we have fun, and we have an awesome time, and that's what it's all about.
We'll stick together on this one. Apparently it looks quite fierce. Oh, it is, isn't it? Crikey alive. That is that's okay, buddy. Oh, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. That's it, get yourself sorted. Okay. Right. That's okay. That's alright. She's okay dabbing, nothing wrong with dabbing. That was quite spicy quite quickly. Even I will say that myself. And Megan is absolutely smashing it. Awesome. That got a bit spicy a bit quick, didn't it? Hey! Crikey! Even I have to say well done for that one. Oh. It's definitely... I don't remember doing this one before, if I'm being honest. But it's lovely. That was rollable. That's fine. Yeah, Tom's leading the way, Megan's between us both, so we're sandwiched together. Jonathan's had a mechanical, so he's gone back to try and clean up his bike. Tony's already gone one, so I'm hoping he is okay and taking it sensible like. Nice. Okay, Yeah, he would have needed to have some speed to get into that one, I think. There's nothing wrong with going past it. Tom made sure we knew what we were doing. There we are. Yeah.
Now we've got a bit of a hiker bike coming up, and there's a chap I'm going to try and show you in some of these videos coming forward. He's just recently joined, he's called Jonathan, and he commented on some of my videos, joined Church of Dirt because of them, which I'm really happy and humbled about, and he's been an absolutely superb example of the community. He's been there the first to go ahead and open the gates and hold the gates open on the rides that we've been on, to tow people wherever possible. He's a very quiet person. I haven't got to have a chat with him that much, but honestly, he's had a positive impact on the group because he is incredibly helpful, and he seems like a really nice guy, and I'm looking forward to getting to know him. And of course, after we get the hiker bike done, I have a very special moment. Well, special for me anyway.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think I'm feeling a water feature. Oh, it is a water feature. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. It is. Oh, lovely.
And how stunning is that? Wales truly never fails. What an epic ride we're on. What a stunning location and beautiful scenery. Now, I know that GoPro lies like a cheap watch, and when I see features like this, I stopped and said to myself, not on your Nelly. And it does look flat, but not a single person that rode past that said anything along the lines of, oh yes, that looks like a rather fun trail to ride. Now we're getting a briefing from Kev. I do believe this next trail is called Prospector. It's a bit cheeky. There's going to be some rather interesting features to it, a few stops and starts, and some features that we're going to look at but definitely not do. And if we look over our right shoulder, which I tend to do once, but that's it, my stomach turned, it's about 150 foot sheer drop. So let's hit this next trail, my friends.
John.
It's the Motley Crew now.
Motley Crew, come on. Motley Crew, gingerly, gently and delicately, I think. Right. Apparently we've got to watch out for this quarry. Oh, I did that one last time. Got to watch out for this quarry and this redonkulous drop apparently. And I'm already a little bit scared. Oh, I say, yes, that is. Oh, holy clean flipping underwear. That's like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't think I like that at all, actually. No, definitely don't like it. This is new. Oh, it's blended. Yes. I looked over to the right there and my stomach turned. Yeah. My flipping stomach turned.
Now we've come to a tree section here that suddenly everyone stopped, and rightly so. We're not sure what's going on, and I believe Craig, who normally shreds the gnar, has said words to the effect of, oh dear, that looks rather interesting, doesn't it? And again, words to that effect. Now, of course, if someone was leading me in, or if I was on my own, or if I was following somebody, I feel that there are certain features that I would definitely try. You'll see Darren here in the top right corner now. He's actually going to be going and doing it on his own. He just went down it. But that's not what this is about. We're in a group. Myself, Tom, and Megan are together. And there are other people that are also not sure. So we will, as a group, look at the feature. And of course, yes, we won't do it. And I'm sure that many people in this little situation would. But that's not what this is about. We're erring on the side of caution. We have a discussion about it. We look at it. And I feel that although I could have done it, much like anyone else that was here, again, I'm now going to say, well, I'll give that a go next time. And that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of what we're doing today. We all are, as a team, as a group, progressing in our own way, looking at features that we may or may not have done, but we'll give them a go next time.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah. Be a spectacular air ambulance for me. Oh. This is now really greasy, actually. We were just saying what we just did then, like, I don't think any of us have got any tread left. What is that silliness to my right? I just people have got all kinds of now I don't remember this either. Right.
A few moments later.
Probably not. Oh, I'm going to have to dab on that. Hang on. Right, right. That's just an organised skid. Yeah, let's go to the right. That's organised chaos. My apologies, but the concentration levels are off the scales here. How are we doing, Vic? Apparently somebody's going to do this, which is going to be awesome to watch. I'm definitely going to be a spectator. Ian, so are you going to do this with Suey when you're going to do no-hander onto here and then carry on?
Backflip.
Yeah? Oh, okay then. Oh, how about no? Come on.
I mean, that's not too bad. You can just drop off that.
I just think it's so greasy at the minute, mate. Maybe in the summer, if someone towed me in, I could contemplate it.
You just drop that. But that is the killer.
A great admiration from all of us. Not a single person is doing this today, including me, which is sensible. Right, Duck, you ready? Awesome.
2,000 years later.
Everything's just slick as slick round here at the minute, isn't it? All right, here we go. Right, Tony's now back up with us again. Oh, bit of damage on my part there. No, this is like a controlled skid. This is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What the heck? This is just organised chaos, isn't it? Eh? Oh my days! I'm glad I put on new brake pads on the rear now. Oh. Well, I never did. Megan's absolutely smashing it. Oh, I say, this is quite nibbly knobbly, to say the least. Oh, I recognise this area. I recognise this. We came down here last time, Tone.
Yeah.
We came down that one. Yeah.
That was so slidey.
Mate, that was a controlled skid.
We're going down to the left.
That was a controlled skid.
I mean, I had my space, my
Oh, go. Yeah. I break away.
Oh, come on, trail dogs, get in.
Just follow those.
But definitely things have been a bit spicier today. Oh, dirty. Right, I do remember this bit. You've got Libby behind me. I've seen her on quite a lot of stuff actually. She's quite, I think quite famous. Right, now this is such a different ride. Some of these trails are definitely ones I've never done before, but what's interesting is this is just so greasy, as we may have mentioned a few times before.
I don't know if you can see our tyres here. I have a front tyre and Tony's rear tyre is literally clogged with mud. This was a very slick and slippery surface. It was controlled skids. It was hilarious. It was fun, nerve-wracking at times. But of course we had no grip. And of course now Tom is at the bottom there letting us know that this is quite a steep bit. Now I've done this bit before in the past in the dry and it's absolutely fine. But under these conditions, it was a bit spicier.
I don't know. Oh, no. Bit of dabbage. Nice. Tom just keeping an eye on us there. Libby's coming. Everything is so different today because it's just completely greasy. Riding this earlier this year, it was so much drier and it just makes all of this completely different and dynamic. I've ridden all of this. I've ridden this section before, but obviously we've got literally no tread left on our tyres and it's just oh, that was awkward. Off to you, Meg. There we go. Right, so we're back in the saddles again. controlled chaos, and it's just like what a difference a day makes, night and day. If you look at that video I did earlier this year, I might put a link into that, as well as the link for Megan riding with us last week for the first time, and I think you'll just find it quite interesting. I'm going to give this a go. Is that a jump? Is it a jump?
Jump, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit front end heavy.
Yeah, it is front end heavy. Right. So we're the stragglers at the back. Absolutely fine. I say these trails are like night and day, you know. Riding them earlier this year it was so much drier, and now riding it where they're slick like this is a completely different ball game. Yeah. Dirty. I remember that bit, but again so much slicker. Whoa, nice. Now there is a left and a right split here, if I remember rightly, we're going to come up to, and I think they probably, what my guess is, they're taking us back down to the canal to go back to the carts for lunch, if that's the sort of thing we did last time anyway. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. Just check to see if Libby's okay. Yep, she's coming. She's coming. Make sure that everyone's stuck together. This is definitely through a different set of eyes today, and I say, bit of off camber.
What an absolutely fantastic day that was. I'm chuffed to bits if you're still with me, and I'm humbled also, but what a fantastic time we had there, using that pre-ride mentality, proving that group rides equals more fun and that group rides equals progression. That's exactly how it happened today, and so too was the proof that the pre-ride mentality works when you're on the trails, stopping and looking at features you're not sure of, making sure that you're happy with it, and if you're not, walk past it, walk down it. You don't need to be brave, you don't need to use bravado. We ride these trails at our own pace and have a lot of fun. What a fantastic day that was, and I'm here actually showing you some future content I've got coming up. I've got the Quantox, I've got some pre-ride trails of black trails that I've done at the Forest of Dean, and this was me actually doing the pump track. I actually completed it for the first time in over a year and a half on my EMTB, which is 27 kilograms. Using that pump feature, using that pump and practicing on the blue skills area, we did a back to basics and a recovery ride for people. I've got another one planned that people seem to be wanting to join, and I'm rather humbled about this actually, that people trust me enough to know that I like to practice, I like to session, I like to work on trails and work on the skills my lovely coach Sam taught me from Katie Kirk Coaching. I will put the description for Katie Kirk Coaching in the description again, because fundamentally I think that coaching has been phenomenal in helping giving me the building blocks and helping me progress as a rider, as well as these group rides, where once again I will say that group rides equals more fun and group rides equals progression, which hopefully you've seen in this video and the other videos I've got coming up. It's been an absolute pleasure riding with you today, and I thank you so much for being with me on this journey. Until next time, my friends, when we ride again, I wish you now and always many, many happy trails.